This camera right here is the Canon Powershot V10, and this tiny, strange looking little camera takes photos, can shoot 4K video, live stream, and fit in your pocket. Today I'm challenging myself to vlog with this camera for 48 hours. My name's Andrew, welcome to the Lens Rentals channel. My goal is to take this pocket camera with me everywhere I go for the next 2 days. But in order to properly review this camera, I've got to give you the specs. This camera is rocking a 20 megapixel sensor with a fixed 19mm equivalent lens. It has a flip up screen, 2 stereo mic inputs, a micro HDMI connection port, as well as a mic port. It charges via USB-C, so there's no removable battery in it. It's got a set of basic controls down here on the bottom, and it captures everything to a micro SD card. My friend's here, and I'm excited to show him this camera and see what he thinks. And I'm also so curious to know how the audio is doing. Also, look at the color balance, how severely it just changed. Look at this.
What the heck? Look at this. Is that like a vlogging camera?
It's
oh, there it is, there it is. Is this a record button?
Yeah, it is.
What's up? Let's go. I do love the form factor, just the wideness. This is like a flip cam before, like it was like this close always.
So this is the first look at the footage of the Canon Powershot V10. This 20 megapixel sensor captures 4K at 23.9 frames per second. So ideally this would look really nice. I do have this mic connected to the camera. Here, there's no place to actually fix the attachment to, so it just dangles awkwardly. I might have a solution, hold on. I think that if I can get this external microphone attached to the kickstand of the camera, we might be able to solve this problem. You know what I just forgot? The vlogging challenge has started. Can't stop now.
Before anyone freaks out, I am practicing safe driving techniques, but I just got a message from my friend and they need help with their brand new chickens and ducks, and I thought, normally I wouldn't be able to help, I'm working, but this is a perfect opportunity to vlog and get some images. You guys know I love ducks. They keep showing up in my videos.
Pebbles delivered.
I'm amazed.
At how small the camera is?
Yeah.
We're just gonna grab some chickens.
Yeah, just grab it.
Just grab them. How? Just grab them.
Gross.
Some chickens. Get the ducks now. Hello, duckies. No, come here. Come here. Oh, you're so soft. I know. Hi. Oh my God. Behave, Cupcake.
As much as I would love for the rest of the footage to just be ducks bathing and being cute, I feel like we should dive into the specifics of this camera. So far, my experience has been confusing. My mind wants to absolutely hate this weird little camera, but my heart can't seem to give it that. My heart loves it. And something I've learned about this camera is that it has to almost exist in auto mode. I tried doing what I would normally do with a vlogging camera, which was set it up to my specifications in manual mode. But the thing is that because of the dials and buttons being all on the back here, navigating through and tapping through while you're trying to record and be on the run is just not doable. It's a pain in the butt. And also your finger movements cause a little jitter in the camera body itself. I do love the clean front though. I love that the only option they've given us is just simply record. It's a no-nonsense setup. Just put it in front of you, press the big red button and start talking. So I can accept auto mode. Another essential when using this camera is you have to have image stabilization enabled. I would not recommend hand holding this while the image stabilization is turned to off because the footage will make you sick. One thing that I have been impressed by is the audio. These mic inputs are solid, and when you're holding the camera out in front of you, it's capturing the audio well. I almost wish that there was a feature like the Sony ZV line where you could choose which direction you wanted the microphones to pick up from. I love the option of having omni or specific directional audio from those Sony ZV cameras, and I wish Canon had something like that in this. That would be unreal. The form factor is great. The little tripod has actually come in handy a couple times, and you know what? The battery is even fairly decent. I've gotten a full day out of it so far. My last gripe is going to be about the screen, and it's not the size that bothers me. The gripe comes in the form of the screen being just clouded with info when you're trying to see some of your camera's settings. It might be hard to see here, but I'll go ahead and give a close-up shot. All that information while you're also trying to see yourself while you vlog, it messes up your frame. It just covers it all up with data. So I mainly shot without any of that information on my screen at all. So that was day one in the books. Let's keep it moving.
It's 4 a.m. and I have to bring Britt to the airport. She's flying out today. Look at the color balance right now. It's horrible. Oh man, I'm tired, guys. Let's go get the day started. Look, we're late already. Say goodbye, kids. Yeah, that shit loves you boots.
That's the moon. I know the focus is horrible, but that is massive.
I'll say this, waking up super early was exhausting. Boots is leaving me.
Today's goal is to put this camera in as many unique environments as possible.
Erica's favorite Swedish establishment.
It is essential for lifestyle vloggers to be able to capture their everyday moments. That's what their viewers want to see. But it's also essential to have a small footprint. My goal was to simply be in and out, to be discreet and not bother anyone, and the V10 absolutely allowed me to do that. I beelined to my favorite section in the entire store, the lighting department. After I stared at this lamp for a few minutes and contemplated my existence, I ran over to grab a few things that I needed, and then I was out of there. No fuss, no nonsense, just the way lifestyle content was meant to be.
After an incredibly long day, there's still one more thing left to do.
Look at this little thing.
I'm always listening for a sound to follow, waiting for something to begin. Waiting for something to begin. I miss the mountains and I miss the oceans, yeah, I miss the city and you. 'Cause I'm tired of this waiting and waiting for something that's somewhere just out of my view. I wanna go back to the city.
My friend Jonathan said that this camera reminded him of the Flip. Do you guys remember this relic? They're like distant cousins. It's wild. I feel like Canon has really put a decent camera into this strange device. And as much as I wanted to rag on them for it, I found myself really enjoying it, especially after reviewing some of that concert footage. Sure, the autofocus struggled. Sure, things were either overexposed or underexposed, but that comes with using auto mode. That comes with not having those professional tools that you would normally have. And when I was able to accept that, I was then able to accept this. One last thing about this camera is that it has an ability to live stream directly from the Canon Connect app. And if you're like me, then that probably makes you a little nervous. I think in practice, it's a pretty brilliant idea. Essentially, you just boot up the app, you connect this camera to your phone via Wi-Fi, you log into your YouTube on the camera app, and you just press go live. I had to check it on my computer to make sure that it was live, and it was, but the signal was brutal. It was choppy, glitchy, there was a lot of latency issues. So I tested it again with my phone, and the phone had no issues. On the same Wi-Fi in the same space in my studio, simply outperformed the Canon and the Canon app when it came to those latency issues. I'm torn on this one, but at the end of the day, I had a blast with it. It's small, it's compact, the audio sounds surprisingly good, and it's fun to use. And did you see everyone's reaction every time I showed them this little camera? They just gasped, they loved it. So it definitely has that going for it. Thanks for watching today. If you want to help me out, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do all those great YouTube things so that I can keep doing great YouTube things. But giving you content, keeping you informed, and letting you know what we have here at Lens Rentals. If you want to pick up the Canon Powershot V10, hit the link in the bio below and you'll be able to rent it. And then I want to see what you make with it, so make sure to tag us on our social media. Tag me if you want to specifically, so I can hype you up. All right, until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.